Hi, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live number 46 with my co-host, AJ of AJ's Personal Touch.
Hey, everybody. How you doing tonight?
Yes, how is everyone doing? If you are watching on replay, please leave me a comment and let me know what you're working on, how you're doing, and thank you so much for watching the replay. And I just want to welcome the people in the chat. We have Charity of Frog Crochet and Chris. Welcome in. How are y'all tonight?
I know Charity was on a half an hour ago, so.
Yeah, I had to push the live back a little bit. I was eating a little late and hadn't ate today. And so another devastating piece of news. My cat Oreo went missing today. We've been looking for and nowhere. I'm hoping what our theories are is she might have saw Tom last night and she's been getting a little more adventurous wandering in the pasture. Like when we're watering the garden or something, she'll walk out there with us. So she's getting more brave. Normally she don't leave the yard. So I'm hoping she saw Tom and followed him somewhere. Maybe she's with him because he had shown up and was in the front yard one night at like 1 a.m. So he had come around. But also we saw the cat that Tom was fighting with before he left. And that cat, it seems like it's a male. And if it was the same one that ran off Tom, it could have possibly made Oreo run off, but she's very skittish of any noises. She don't leave the yard. But she has been getting adventurous and going in the pasture. So I don't know. Like I need any more stress.
That could be. Hopefully she's with Tom because we have a couple strays that we've been feeding on the porch because it seems like somebody must have moved out of the area and just left them because they're not feral. They come up to you, they snuggle you, they want petted, and they were starving. They were skin and bones. And so we put food out for them. We're trying to go through the steps that you need to legally be able to take them because my daughter would like to have them. But we haven't been able to get anybody out to check for a chip, and they're not here on a constant time for us to catch them at the right time or, stuff like that yet.
Yeah.
So, but they've been bringing along with them another cat every once in a while. But our cats, Kalua never tries to get out unless I'm on the front porch because she's trying to get to me. Otherwise, she has no desire to be outside. But Halford, ever since they've been around on the porch, he keeps trying to get out every time we go in and out because he just wants to investigate and see what's going on out there.
Yeah.
So
we have Kay's Crochet Haven just come in. Kaylin, hi. And Tap Mama 73 in the Beg Brigade. Hi, Amanda. Welcome in. So, continue what you were saying. I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
Oh no, that's okay. I was just saying if he saw Tom, that might be because I'm sure I can't remember if Oreo is a he or a she, but he's probably missing Tom. And if it's getting more adventurous, probably looking for Tom. So
and I had noticed that ever since Tom had been gone, she's been a lot more lovable and less bitey. I mean, usually she would bite me if I tried to pet her the wrong way or rub down her back. And she was just, and anytime I'd be calling Tom's name, she would start loving on me. So who knows? Her being very skittish, I think she'll hopefully be back pretty soon. Like, kind of try to come home. But it's just crazy that in 1 month I end up losing 2 cats.
Well, I will keep her in my prayers and hope that you get them back.
Thank you. We have Grammy Colleen Crochets. Welcome in. She's in the ads. Okay. We have Anita, Queen Mama. Connie, she says, greetings, Crystal and AJ. How are y'all doing today? We have Crocheting Agreement. And she says, good evening, ladies. And she's waving. We have Dee's Creative Hands Crochet. Welcome in, Dee and everyone. So I was just kind of giving everybody an update that Oreo is missing now. So me and my mom woke up this morning and now Oreo's gone. And me and AJ were just saying that maybe she saw Tom and took off and followed him. But she's so skittish of noises, she don't go anywhere. I mean, she'll be in the garage, like barely outside of the garage, and a truck will start to pass by and she hightails it back into the garage. So I don't think anyone could have picked her up. But I never know. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Colleen.
That skittish, and even though she's starting to get more adventurous, hopefully, like you said, she'll be back soon, because she's not going to like all the sounds that she's hearing out there then. Do you have anything that has her smell on it that you might be able to put like out on the porch or something, so in case she's, like her bearings are off, that she can smell her own smell and come back home?
Yeah, I think I do. So
I know that's one of the things
I'm going to give it over the night, and hopefully she'll be back tonight. But if not, then tomorrow morning I'll put something out for her to get her some.
I belong to one of our big lost and found groups, and that's one of the first things they say is to find something that smells like them and to put it out.
Yeah.
They used to say the litter pan, but not so much anymore. But if you have a blanket that they sleep on all the time, or, something that smells like them.
Yeah. Hi, Samantha. Welcome in. So how is everybody doing? Our trivia tonight is going to be The Shining. I have 10 fun facts about the movie and the trivia questions.
I'll be learning something because I don't think I've ever seen The Shining.
Really?
It's one of those that I've wanted to see, but when I look for it, I can't find it on any of the channels that, we have. So
yeah,
I was too young when it came out, and it was definitely on my mom's do not let the kids watch, I think her and my dad rented it and watched it, but I don't even think we got to see the, the video cassette, because that's what we rented when I was little, was video cassettes. So.
Look at that. AJ.
What? Oh, wow. I've seen the case many a times. I've just never seen it.
Yeah, I have a big collection of VHS tapes.
I still have we do too. We want to get rid of the TV stand because we hardly use it anymore. And he's like, what are we going to do? It's got like so many VHS tapes and then so many DVDs. And I was so sad. He had gotten me a VHS DVD player so that I could watch, because he got me my favorite movies set. It was a TV series. I'm not going to think of the name of it now, but he got it for me on VHS, and it's like a 5-set VHS set. So, yeah, I have all those stuff, and I had Oh, what? My brain doesn't want to work tonight. My favorite movie with Rhett Butler is Scarlet. Oh my goodness. I had that on VHS.
Gone with the Wind.
Yeah, Gone with the Wind. My favorite movie of all time. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, my brain hasn't been working for the last week. After a week and a half of migraines, it's been like, okay, I'm not back to normal yet. The pain's not there, but the brain's still not.
Yeah. Amanda says she's taking a little break from learning a new shawl pattern, and Connie is working on her crochet shawl design. Dee says Oreo is with Tom. I sure hope so. And Anita goes, what? I thought everyone had seen it. Oh, no. Charity hasn't watched The Shining either. Either has Kay, so you're not the only one.
Good. I don't feel so terrible then. I know I did go looking for it. That one and Psycho, because I wanted to watch all of a sudden I was like, oh, I want to see him, because I haven't seen that all the way through. I've seen parts of it, but that was when I was little, and every time they knew that we were getting close, they'd turn the movie off. And I still haven't, seen that all the way through.
Oh, wow.
And I went, like I said, I went looking for him, and we have Xfinity, and that, but I'd look it up and we didn't have it, and I didn't really have the money to run it, so. Because I don't have HBO or Showtime.
Yeah. It's a lot different than the book. I have read the book. I saw the movie first, of course, but the book is so completely different than the movie. Now, they had, hi, Pamela Morrison, welcome in. They had a mini series in 1997, same title, The Shining, but Stephen King did the teleplay, and he had another hand in it. I don't know if he was director, producer, whatever, but that mini series was almost exactly like the book. This movie, the one with Jack Nicholson, is not. It is so completely different. Now, one of the fun facts I have on here, Stephen King always likes seeing his books adapted into movie form. This one, he downright hated. He said he called the movie a big, beautiful Cadillac with no engine.
Wow.
So, but it's, I loved the book even more than the movie. I mean, and I used to like the movie, but when I actually went and read the book, knowing that it's now completely different, I'm just like, that is crazy. It's nothing like what's really in the book. So many stuff is changed and left out. And I'm just like, that's almost like taking a completely different story and making it something else.
Right. I know I haven't read The Shining. I've read some of Stephen King's books. I know I read some of Psycho. And from what I was told, it was different. And and I don't remember why I didn't finish it. I can just remember reading the part where they're out in the cornfield or something. So that's all I remember from it. And I have like little visions of what I read. Because for me, when I read, I can visualize what I'm reading. So sometimes it's hard to see movies afterwards when they make them into a movie, because my brain has already seen it one way. So,
yeah.
But I do always, if there's something that I want to watch really, really bad, a movie, sometimes I try and get the book first, because the book is always, always better. Like when they came out with Lovely Bones. I think my daughter was in middle school. I know she was old enough that we could take her. So middle school or high school. I read the book first. So, and I read it like in 2 nights because I knew we were going to go see it.
Wow.
But yeah. Yeah, I don't get to read as much anymore, but I really love to read. So if a book is of a certain size, I can just, and if it catches my interest, and that one did, I was hooked. That's how I am with Mary Higgins Clark books. She wrote, I should say, because she passed away unfortunately last year, I think, or
Oh,
the year
wow.
before now. But she wrote suspense, and she wrote a book that you did not want to set it down. So I knew every time I got one of her new books, I was like, okay, I have to find a weekend that I have to myself that I can just sit and read. Maybe stop, get something to eat, and come back, because I never ever would put her books down. So
Yeah, I was kind of like that with the Magician book series based on actually the TV show is based on the books, but I had watched the series and I'm like, I didn't know these were based on books. And one of the credits I actually saw, it said based on the book series by Lev Grossman, and I'm like, or Grossman, or however you pronounce his last name, but I'm like, I didn't know those were books originally. So I bought the first one and I read it and I could not put it down. It was like I finished it in a week. And I'm like, I'm ordering the second one and the third one. So, and I started reading the second one, got about halfway through it, and then that's when about kind of like the pandemic was almost over, like the quarantine period was stopping. And I was getting back into doing crochet. I think I had quit technically crocheting the whole week that I had was reading that book. So I got back into doing crochet and pick it up every now and then, read a chapter. But I can completely understand. I could not put that book down. It was in my hands almost 4 hours a day.
I can remember being in college and somebody had either given me the book It by Stephen King or told me that I should read it. And I started it like a couple days before I had to go down to school. And I can remember I was so bad for like the first couple weeks of school because I didn't want to do my homework. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to sit there and read it because it had me enthralled until I got to the end and realized exactly what it was. And then I was like, okay, no. I'm not one of those people who are afraid of clowns, but I'm not going to ruin it for anybody who may not have seen it or knows exactly what form it was. But no, I was like, okay, putting this down. I'm not reading it again.
We have Brenda Young, welcome in. We also have Melanie Jones, welcome in. And make sure I didn't miss anybody. And Anita had said she never heard of the miniseries, The Shining. And she also says the Dark Tower series was my favorite Stephen King books. When I got close to the end of one, I was scrambling to get the next one ordered.
Now, I
hope you get better sleep tonight, Charity. Go ahead.
Yeah. I did see the series that was based. Didn't they have a series that was based on Psycho as well?
I think so. I never watched it.
That one I watched. I really got into that one. And maybe that's why I had tried looking for the movie. But yeah, I really like the kid that played the main character. Bates Motel. Yes. That's what it was called. I loved that. And I think I can't remember if I didn't see the very end. I missed some of it, but I need to go find it and rewatch it.
And Brenda says, I don't watch scary movies or read scary books. And Charity goes, I'm the same way, Brenda. And see, I absolutely love scary movies, or at least thrillers, the ones that kind of make you hold your breath, like what's going to happen next, But it doesn't seem like they can come up with anything new nowadays. Now they're just starting to remake older movies and try to make them better. It's like they can't think up anything. Hi, Brenda Bear's Crochet Critters. Welcome in.
Yeah, and I tend to like the older ones because I like them a little bit more simpler and not with all of the hoopla that they put in the newer
Yeah,
ones.
all the blood and gore.
Yeah, don't need all that. Like I love the Halloween series, but I have not watched any of the remakes.
Well, I did watch the one that Halloween 1 and 2 by Rob Zombie, but those were a lot more darker, more gruesome. But the the Halloween they did in 2018 with Jamie Lee Curtis when she came back, that one kind of like acts as if there's no any other ones except the first one, I think. So it kind
Uh-huh.
of like it's sequel, but it's like a not a reboot at all. So, but I still haven't seen Halloween Kills, the one they did. Was it last year or in 2020? I don't
The
remember,
last
but I
one that
still
she
didn't see
did,
that one.
she did that one too, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I do want to go and see the ones that she was in because I saw one of her interviews with uh Colbert, Stephen Colbert, is
Mm-hmm.
it?
Yeah.
And I just really loved the interview and I loved the clip that they showed. So I was like, oh, I need to go back and I need to watch these. But again, I looked for them and I don't have them to, I'd have to rent all of them. And so I'm waiting.
Yeah,
At
give
some
it
point
about
in
a
time.
year or two and they should be out on TV because when I search it, even the one from 2018, it's on HBO, which we don't have, but it should come on, primetime TV at some point.
Right. And if not, when they have the free weeks, like for people of Xfinity, they have the weeks where they show you
Mhm.
lots of times those types of movies will be in there. But we plan on getting rid of Xfinity and I have the whole thing that I need to for streaming. And then I'm going
Mhm.
to get, instead of paying money for Xfinity and not having the premium ones that I want, one of them I want to get is HBO. Catch up on all the shows I haven't been able to watch because they have some really great series too that have nothing to do with all the movies.
Yeah. There's a new series I started watching. My mom has Amazon Prime, and it is
Hmm.
called, God, what is it called? It has Josh Brolin in it. Outer Range. Oh my God, that is so weird, and it's kind of interesting. I mean, it's crazy. It's only 8 episodes, but it's almost like a series you want to sit there and binge watch.
I will have
You
to look
know,
for that one because I have Amazon Prime. And so sometimes I'll check on
it's
them to see what's new.
it's interesting. I can say that it's very very interesting.
I forget I have it sometimes. And then it's like, oh, that's right. I have that.
Welcome in, GZS Rocks. I don't know exactly how you say that, but welcome in.
So I know you asked at the beginning, but what's everybody working on?
I think Connie said she was working on her shawl. Charity was taking a break. Dee said something about she was planting in her garden.
Yeah, I'd seen some of those,
Yeah,
but
I've been
for the
working
newer
all
people
week
that kind of
blowing areas of leaves and planting flowers in my veggie garden.
cool. I miss having a
Um,
garden.
Anita says she's designing a bathing suit for her 2-year-old granddaughter.
Cool. I'm working on a scrappy basket.
I'm
I need a
still working on
basket
my
to
shawl.
hold
I
some of
got
my
2 rows
scraps.
done today.
I need a
Do
basket
what?
to hold my scraps, so I figured I'd make a scrappy basket to help hold my scraps. I did want to say, if it's okay, before we get into the trivia, For those people who don't know, and especially since she's in here, Kaylin's in here somewhere. Kaylin from Kay's Crochet Haven and myself and Ambi from now I'm gonna forget her channel name. Craft Reads. Ambi Craft Reads. We started a collaboration and we had our first live this last Wednesday. So we're going to start having them every other Wednesday. The first one was at Kay's. The next one will be at mine. And then the one after that will be at Ambi's. And we'll rotate like that every other week. So it was pretty fun. We just asked everybody to let us know if you go back and watch it. We'd like to know what people want to see because there's so many collabs. We want to know what might be, missing that they're not seeing because we can't watch all of them. So we don't know what they all do. And we don't want to repeat a lot of stuff or, we want to be ourselves. But we also want to know what everybody wants. So,
yeah.
It was pretty fun that first night. So hopefully it'll just go up from there.
Yeah, that's kind of like what happened with me, Connie, Lisa, Cindy, and Stephanie. It originally was, going to be on one channel and alternate. And we're hoping that Stephanie can attend this time. She's been having headaches and stuff go on. So, but I had originally set it for this Sunday, and then she finally contacted me, and I said, well, is the 22nd better for you? So we have it scheduled for the 22nd. She missed last time, and then poor Lisa has problems with her internet and her computer, and then Cindy sometimes sleeps through it. So it's like we need to get together.
Yeah, it's hard when you have that many people to try to get the right schedule. And this time of the year is bad for people, like me who get migraines because depending on what causes them, people with allergies are getting them because of their allergies. Those of us who can't handle the temperature change or the pressure change, that knocks us down. So I always have my problems between winter and spring and then fall and winter because it's the huge temperature change.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and start read the back of the movie. Put my banner up. That's wrong. All right, so for those of you that do know what The Shining is or do not know, this is directed by Stanley Kubrick, and it says, let's see. Now, some of this I may not be able to read because it talks about people getting murdered, and I don't want to go against YouTube's policy and guidelines and all that, but it says Kubrick revolutionized special effects wizardry. In A Clockwork Orange, he turned society inside out with corrosive satire of crime and punishment. Now he spins the ultimate ghost story from horror master Stephen King's bestseller, and the results are awesome. Two-time Academy Award winner Jack Nicholson overwhelms you as Jack Torrance, winter caretaker of the, and I cannot say the name of the hotel because that's actually one of the questions. So blank hotel itself. Its great lounge, ballroom, halls, and kitchens were created on movie soundstage, yet as you know what? I looked at the wrong part. I'm reading way down below. Okay. Today is not my day. Winter caretaker of the hotel who spirals helplessly toward madness and murder as the hotel's power plays upon his weaknesses. Says the actress that plays Wendy is the ultimate woman on the run as Jack's put upon wife Wendy, and Danny effectively plays their psychic son whose ability, his shining, unlocks visions of evil. But the Shining's real star is the hotel itself. Its great lounge, ballroom, halls, and kitchen were created on movie sound stages, yet as designed by and photographed, the hotel takes on a perverse, menacing, and quite tangible personality. But the unexpected is the norm with groundbreaking Kubrick, for in The Shining, we have the most relentless, intelligent, ornate horror film ever made.
Wow.
Melanie says, Tom and Oreo, quit alley catting and get home. Praying. Thank you, Melanie. All right, so the interesting facts I found out about the film. I already told y'all the one where Stephen King hated the movie. He called it a beautiful Cadillac without an engine inside. Stanley Kubrick was unfamiliar with Ed McMahon's catchphrase, "Here's Johnny." The snow in the movie was 900 tons of salt and crushed styrofoam. It was the little boy's idea to wiggle his finger when he would talk to Tony. He has a little boy that lives inside his mouth, and he would talk like this. It was his idea. Jack Nicholson achieved his character's anger by only eating cheese sandwiches. The elevator scene was done in 3 takes, but it took a year to get it right. The actress that played Wendy was under so much stress it made her hair fall out. The Shining was one of the first movies to use a Steadicam. Now, what I saw a picture of the Steadicam, it's like a strap on the body with the camera coming out. So I guess he can walk, the cameraman can walk as like they're going through the maze or whatever. So I think that was kind of interesting. It says The Shining was one. Nope, I already read that one. The director hid the horror aspects from the child star, and the here's Johnny scene required 3 days and 60 doors to shoot that scene. Because he takes an axe and busts through the door. That's a lot of doors he had to chop down. I bet his arms were sore during that.
I bet. And I always wonder about when they make horror films that have kids in them, what they actually know about the movie.
Yeah. Well, I know the kid star, it was his first movie. And I think the Stanley Kubrick hid the aspect so he wouldn't be traumatized,
Right.
And then another thing, if he saw something scary, it would be a natural reaction instead of him trying to act scared, maybe.
Yeah, but that would be traumatizing, I would think, to not know that something scary is going to come out in front of you, or
Yeah.
I know if I was his parents, I wouldn't like that. I'm like, if he kept it from him so that he didn't actually realize it was a scary movie, now that's one thing. But to keep it from him to get a natural reaction, that would be something completely different.
Yeah. I think it was more to guard him. I just kind of
That's what I took
I
it
didn't actually read the paragraph, but it seemed he wanted to hide the aspects so he wouldn't traumatize him, is what I got from it. So
right. Makes more sense to me.
yeah. All right. So the first question I have is, what was the name of the possessed hotel? A, the Winterside Hotel. B, the Overlook Hotel. C, the Overside Hotel. Or D, the Possessed Hotel. Anita and Lisa. Hi, Lisa the Grammy. You snuck in here. They both say B. How are you, Lisa? Hi, Kim. Welcome in. And she says B. You need to answer my email. You need to pick out a pattern from the last time you won. Well, I guess that's going to be all the...
I have no idea. I can't even make, I would have to say the one that's obviously not it, the Psycho Hotel, because I have no idea.
Lisa, I was talking to Kim. I had sent, she had sent me an email on the last live. She won a pattern, and she forgot to email me back, letting me know which pattern she wanted. I had to take the dog out for a while, just came back in. Well, I'm glad you could make it. Kay says, I'm going to copy them and say B. Is B the Overlook? Yes. B is the Overlook Hotel. And B is the answer, the Overlook Hotel. All right, so question 2. What is the name of the boy that lives inside Danny's mouth? A, Bobby. B, Johnny. C, Tony. Or D, Timmy? I think D's lagging a little bit, and so is Melanie. They're both now answering Overlook.
I'll say D on that one.
All right, so you say D, and so does Lisa. Anita's gonna say B, Johnny. Kaylin says D, Timmy. All right, so the answer to that one is actually C, Tony. Now, the next one, question 3. How old were the daughters of the caretaker who used to work at the hotel? A, both of them were 8. B, 8 and 10. C, both are 6. Or D, 6 and 8.
I have no guess on that one.
Lisa says 8. Kay says 8. So I guess y'all are going with A. And I got this one wrong. So I actually guessed on this one. Anita says B. Melanie says D. Oh, and I forgot to mention anybody that is that don't know AJ's channel. I do have her channel linked pinned at the top of the chat and also in the description box.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Lisa says twins. Melanie goes, ah, dang. Kim says B, which is 8 and 10. Hi, Ashley. Welcome in. How are you? And also, Ashley is one of my Yarny Cat Club members. Her channel link is also in the description box. So y'all go on over and check out her channel.
Oh, and for those who are following Connie's collab that's going on, I am part of that. So if you haven't checked my channel out before, I do have a one up for that. Wasn't the best one I've ever taped because I wasn't feeling well, but it's up.
She says she's doing good sitting on her porch crocheting. Well, that sounds awesome. And you're welcome. D says A, which was both are 8. I think everybody has answered. So the answer to that one was, oh, Charity fell asleep. My husband just woke me up. I'm going to call it a night. Go get you some rest, Charity. I hope you have a good night. The answer to that one was B, 8 and 10. I said C, both I thought were 6 years old, but. All right, question 4. How does Jack perish in the end of the movie? A, he offs himself. B, freezes in the snow. C, Wendy does it. Or D, Danny does it. Kim says, doing my best to hear the choices, laugh out loud. Celtics are on playoff game. Oh, they're the playoff games. Hubby and grandson are loud. Melanie and Kaylin both say C. Y'all think Wendy did it? Anita and Kim both say B. Freezes in the snow. I guess the Celtics or Celtics are football or basketball or one of those sports. Caitlin goes, I don't know. I'm just guessing. Anita says, I don't need a ball game on in my house to have a bunch of yelling. Oh, no. Tangle some yarn. That'll make you yell. Last night, Mama was trying to get some one-weight yarn untangled, and I don't know what happened, but it was just, it came out of the middle and it's all tangled, and we could not get it, and I worked at it for probably 10 minutes. She had worked at it for probably 30 or 40 before that, and I just cut it and spliced them back together. And then I find out she's not even going to use that color. She just wanted to get the knot out. I'm like, well, then I shouldn't have put it back together. Because we had to just cut it again. And then she ended up cutting it at a different spot. But Lisa says A, off to himself. And Ashley is watching tonight. I guess she's either watching, no, she's sitting outside. So I guess she's watching the live tonight. It was basketball. Hockey was last night. Oh, wow. Trying to figure out this pattern. Let me know what pattern it is, and I can try and help you if you're stumped somewhere. D says B, freezes in the snow.
It's always lucky my husband's not into sports, so the most I had to watch was college football every once in a while when he decided he wanted to watch a Notre Dame game.
Yeah, my grandfather would watch football, and anytime he would put football on the TV, no matter what, I would fall asleep.
Yep. Everybody else around me, every time I used to stay at my aunt's house for a week every year, and my uncle was an avid baseball player. So baseball in the summertime especially was on the TV 24/7. So I had enough sports growing up at everybody's houses that I went to, and my dad, he watched football as much as he could when it was football season. So
yeah,
I was like, I've had it. Don't need any more.
So Ashley, are you designing the pattern? And you're just trying to work it out or something? All right. So the answer to that one is B. He freezes in the snow. We watch all the sports. What about golf? Do y'all watch golf? I think the only thing my grandfather did not watch was actually golf. Everything else he would put on the TV.
I do like tennis. I can sit and watch tennis. and basketball sometimes because I used to be a manager for the girls' basketball team. So,
Huh. Okay, she says, yes, it is her pattern. Well, congratulations on writing up your pattern. She says, I'm not a sports fan, but my husband is. Now, after my grandfather passed, the only sports that I would watch, I would actually sit there and watch the Super Bowl. I watched it 2 different years in a row. Surprisingly, I fell asleep at the end of, on the second year. I fell asleep on that one, but
now if my
Kim does.
husband's home from work, he does like to watch the Super Bowl, but I just
Mhm.
watch the commercials then and do something else while he's watching it.
Yeah. Kim says, no, okay, almost all the sports. Haha, no golf. Hi, Mel's Crochet Corner and more. Welcome in. How are you? What are you working on? All right, so the next trivia question, number 5. What is the name of the actor who plays Danny? A. Macaulay Culkin. B. Danny Lloyd. C. Jamie Taylor. Or D. Paul Dixon. Melanie's family watches tennis, baseball, and the Super Bowl. Anita fell asleep in the stands at a Cincinnati Reds game.
Wow. Now, I do like baseball, but I like it better if I am there as a spectator than watching it on TV.
Mm.
I've actually gone to a White Sox game in Chicago and a Cubs game in Chicago once, and that was really fun. And then we have a minor league team here in South Bend.
Now, when my brother was a little bit younger, well, a lot younger, he's 24 now, I think. When he was probably under 10 years old, he played soccer. I would go to his games. Other than that, I'm not a sports watcher, really.
Yeah, my daughter was in soccer, and I enjoyed watching, and I actually learned it then because I never watched soccer before that.
Mel is working on baby clothes for a friend. She is having a baby girl. Aw, well, congratulations to your friend. Is it her first baby? Lisa, Anita, Kaylin, and Kim all say B. Kim says, love my Red Sox. Oh, and while I'm thinking about it, next Tuesday is my first monthly live with Dee's Creative Hands Crochet. She has joined the lineup for my monthly lives. I now have 5. I used to have Manfa Makes Sam, but she had to drop out because her schedule is too busy and she can't do it anymore. So I had asked Dee if she wanted to join in, and she said yes. So every 3rd Tuesday of the month, she will be live with me on my channel. Mel says, yes, it's her first baby, and I'm so honored to get to make clothes for her. I'm also going to be her godmother to Yay Me. Oh, that is awesome.
Aw,
Mel.
congrats.
Hi,
I have
Midge.
2
Welcome in.
godchildren, and it was a complete blessing. Well, for one of them, it still is, but the other one doesn't talk to us really much anymore. But now we had 3 godparents for my daughter, and none of them ever did anything for her and weren't really part of her life. And I found it really sad because the one talked about her godmother all the time and everything she did with her. So we thought, perfect person for a godmother.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt bad for M because none of them did anything with her. I was like, okay. And the others were my husband's best friends because he had promised them, they were a married couple, that if he ever had, a child, that they would be the godparents. So
Yeah. Melanie says B, so she's guessing B. Mel says thank you. You're welcome. D says my grandpa pitched for the Detroit Tigers. I grew up at Tiger Stadium. That's pretty cool.
cool.
And we have Cindy Passamaquoddy. Welcome in, Cindy.
I stayed at a hotel right next to the Tiger Stadium for a whole month and got to watch all the cars come in and out for the games.
We also have Sunita. My voice just cracked. Sorry about that. We also have Sunita in the house. Welcome in, Sunita.
Hi, Sunita.
Sunita makes crochet items.
And I have to say
How
again,
are you doing?
thank you so much for helping me with my Nightbot. It works now. Thank you so much.
I had to ask Connie when I set it up. I was like, how do you get it to drop links right? She had to walk me through it. So
yeah, Sunita sent me what you had to. She sent it to me in email so I could copy and paste it and put it where it went.
oh, well, that's good.
I was like, thank you. And then after that, I was able to figure everything else out. I was like, I've chatted in the wrong place. No wonder why.
Midge is guessing B. All right, so I think everybody has guessed for that one now. So the answer to that is actually B, and I think everybody got that one right. All right, so the next question, number 6. What flavor ice cream does Danny request at the hotel in the beginning of the movie right after the tour? A, chocolate, B, strawberry, C, vanilla, or D, raspberry ripple?
So who was the child actor? I know you said B, but I can't remember what the name was.
Danny Lloyd.
Okay.
Which I think it was kind of funny. Jack Nicholson played Jack Torrance. Danny Lloyd played Danny Torrance. So they both had their original names in the movie.
That's cool.
Hi, Lulu Treasure Trove. Welcome in. Cindy, I believe. I think that's what it is. Sindy. Now we have 2 Cindys in here. Cindy Passamaquoddy says, my customer in California got her slippers she ordered from me today. She sent me a pic of them on her feet. She said they fit perfect and she loves them. Oh, that is great news. Congratulations, Cindy. And Lisa the Grammy has to go and make biscuits and gravy for dinner. Ooh, yum. Send me some. Lisa says A. Cindy says D. Kaylin says A. Kim, Anita say A. Cindy Passamaquoddy, we're doing The Shining trivia.
I love that.
Lulu, would you like to go live with me sometime this month? I have 4 spots open if you want to. If you do, send me an email and we'll work out what day and time and everything. All right, so that answer is A, chocolate.
For some reason, I thought it might be Raspberry Ripple just because it was so out there.
Okay, is your email on your About tab or in your videos? And I'll send you an email after the live. All right, so question 7. We got 4 more left. Question 7. What was the phrase Jack typed over and over on his typewriter? A stitch in time saves 9. B, many hands make light work. C, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. D, strike the iron while it's hot. That probably gave it away.
Well, I was going to say A, but I guess I'll say C.
I couldn't keep a straight face. Oh, my God.
And I've heard that before, but I didn't realize what it was in the movie. So,
well, you'll get a free answer. I just went to your channel. I don't see your email. I was going to email the pic. You can check on her About tab. She might have it somewhere on there. Oh, there's Mike. Hi, WhyUAsk. Welcome in, Mike. Well, everybody's saying C. And that's right. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. All right, question 8. What was the drink that Jack had at the bar? A, tequila sunrise. B, bourbon on the rocks. C, vodka and cola. Or D, a martini. Oh, thank you, Ashley, for sharing me out. Huh.
yeah.
Maybe it's hidden in a video somewhere. Maybe we'll find it. And if I find it, I'll send it to you, Cindy.
You know, Miss Crystal, I just realized I've never asked you to go live with me on my channel. We'll have to do that sometime if you want.
Most definitely.
Same with Connie. I haven't had her either. I need to see if she would want to. I was like, I thought I had both of you. That must have been in a dream.
Maybe. Thank you, Mike. You are awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I would like that. All right. I don't remember where. Let me see. Okay. Ashley says D. Lisa says D, which are martinis. Passamaquoddy Cindy says B, bourbon on the rocks. Melanie says C, vodka and cola. Kaylin says D, martini. You're welcome. Did you miss a question? Yes, I can repeat it. What was the drink that Jack had at the bar? A tequila sunrise. B, bourbon on the rocks. C, vodka and cola. Or D, martini. My guess is B.
My guess is B.
Which is bourbon on the rocks.
Kim wants to know if you can repeat it. They got loud.
Yeah, that's why I repeated it.
Oh, okay. I thought you did it for never mind.
It's okay. Anita and Kim say B, which is bourbon on the rocks. I hope I don't get dinged talking about alcohol. I'm not like showing it or anything or me drinking it. So
it's part of a quiz. I think you're okay with that. I mean, it's not like we're all sitting here talking and discussing what they're made out of, or, you know.
Yeah.
If anybody came on who didn't even realize, you know, who didn't drink alcohol, they might not even know that it is. So.
Well, no, I'm talking about the YouTube's policy and guidelines and all that.
So. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, I think it's a quiz, so I think it's okay.
Yeah. Melanie says B and D says B. That's kind of funny. D says B, bourbon on the rocks. Ashley has to go. She says have to go. Good night. Got to get up early for football practice. Well, have a great night, Ashley, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And most of you that said B got it right. Bourbon on the rocks.
That just seemed to fit the character, that the only thing I know about the character. So
yeah.
That's why I picked it.
All right, question 9. What actress played Wendy? A, Shelley Duvall. B, Kathy Bates. C, Winona Ryder. Or D, Drew Barrymore.
A.
A. Okay. Lisa says A, and Mike says A. Anita says A. Kaylin says A. I think everybody's going to say A. I might have. Actually, no, I said if I said this lady's name, that would be giving away an answer, and also with the hotel's name. I don't think I actually said her name. I said the lady that plays Wendy.
Yeah, that you said the lady. Yeah, you didn't give her name earlier.
I tried not to. Melanie says A. And y'all are correct. It's Shelley Duvall. She was the one that lost all her hair due to stress because over the movie. All right, so the last and final question. What was the name of the caretaker who offed his family at the hotel in the past? A, Jeeves. B, Grady. C, White. Or D, Blake. I got 2 rows done on my shawl today, so that means I have 10 more left.
Well, I figured on that last question, I had a 50-50 chance because I knew it wasn't the last 2 that you had said. And then I figured the second one, that was the last name of the person from Psycho, so I thought it might have been a made-up name, but I wasn't sure.
So what are you going to guess, A or B?
On this one, I don't have it.
Okay.
I don't know. I guess A, because something just sounds right on that, but I don't remember. I'm between this A and B on this one too, so.
Okay. Let's see. Lisa says B. D says A. Mike says C. Anita says A. Have no idea. Kay says B. Cindy Passamaquoddy says, I can't remember what letter G's was. That's A. Jeeves. Jeeves. Kim says B. How many strands are you holding together?
6.
Holy cow.
Following a tutorial by Yarn Geek.
Ah. All right, so y'all ready for the last answer? It was B, Grady.
I knew it was between the 2. I just couldn't remember which one I had heard before.
Yeah.
Because when I got to thinking about it, when I said earlier I remembered reading some of Psycho, I was actually wrong. I've always confused The Shining and Psycho. Always. And it was The Shining, and I think it may have been like, you know how at the end of a book sometimes they give you a prequel or just a little bit from a next book, not a prequel. And I think at the end of one of Stephen King's books, I had read the beginning of The Shining. Because when you mentioned the snow earlier and what it took to make it, I was like, oh, I remember him in some kind of shoveling the snow in some kind of tractor thing or something.
Yeah. I can't remember what they called those, but they were I don't remember what they called them in the book.
Yeah, I don't either. That's why I was like some tractor thing. And then I remember seeing that when they interviewed Nicholson on one of the late shows, they showed the scene where he was out there plowing the snow. And I was like, I read that part. I remember that.
Lulu, there is absolutely no email listed either in on your about page or in your description box. Passamaquoddy was going to send you a picture of the slippers, but she couldn't find your email. So maybe if you have time in your newest video, put your email in the description box. Oh, she says, yes, it's there. Okay, well, Cindy, if I find it, I'll still email it to you, and then you can get her email that way. since you're not able to find it. Which one? I just said any of your the newest video, I guess. Well, I'm excited. I'm starting to see the very end of this shawl. Oh, Dee said she has made Yarn Geek's Scraptastic basket.
Cool. Did you like how it turned out? I got on there before to just looking at it to count up how many rows she went around, since I knew how she was increasing them, so that I could sit here and work on it while we were talking.
Okay, bye, Kim. I hope you have a good night. And she says, nice little visit. Have to go do my chauffeur thing and get my daughter from work. Fun. 20 years old. And no license yet. It's almost 9:30. Fooey. Good night, and I'll email you when I get home.
I actually made my very first shawl since the last time we were on here.
Oh, you have?
Yep, made it and gave it to my mom for Mother's Day.
Oh.
She was extremely excited, and I couldn't believe how quickly it went, but it was more of a lacy pattern.
Mm-hmm. Did you design it yourself, or did you have a pattern?
It was a pattern. I've never actually crocheted a shawl before, so it was my first one.
Oh, I absolutely love them. Lily says, I do not put my email in every single video, but I do put the emails on giveaway videos, and it is in the About section, I think. I will double check that, but the last time I looked, it was there. Hey, Mom, it's okay. I went live at 7 instead of 6:30. She says, sorry, I am so late, was cooking dinner, doing dishes, and then went and walked another mile. So did you walk the whole circle? Okay. I don't know if Cindy will see that, but Cindy, on the About page, if you go to, there's a little box that says view email address, and you have to click on it, verify you're not a robot, and it will pop up the email address.
Yeah, it does do that on everyone's, Lulu.
Mm-hmm.
And most people don't realize it's there because it says something about if you want to get in contact for business reasons or something like that.
For business inquiries, I think.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, I did like it. I made the basket and her blanket. Cool.
Awesome. We didn't walk the circle tonight, but we did this morning. Oh, okay. Well, my mom, I think not yesterday, but the day before, ended up finding a kitten on one of her walks. And so my brother now has a kitten. It is a little cutie. I think it's only about four weeks old. And it's very talkative. Very cute, very sweet. And I think he named her Vesta, Vesta.
I love kittens too. We have
Too.
at least one of them, of the strays that I was talking about. It looks small enough to still be a kitten. And Bob said tonight he thinks that she might be pregnant because we thought she was in heat when they first started because she was getting mad and hissing at all the boys because they wanted to be up in her business. She's like, go away. She's one that my daughter wanted to take in. So I'm like, I don't know. I guess we'll have to be finding some families for some kittens if he's right.
Yeah. Well, they're only yes, Vesta, which is the Roman goddess of hearth and home. Now I forgot what I was going to say about. I don't remember. Oh well.
How long does it take for cats to? How long are they pregnant? Anybody know? Because I don't know that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. 60 days, so like 2 months.
Okay, thank you.
I think the latest like that they can be is 71, if I'm correct. I'm not sure though.
We've never had a cat that had kittens, so all of ours were fixed as soon as we got, or taken care of as soon as we got them.
Poor Oreo, I think she had 6 litters kittens before she ended up getting fixed. Hi, Dolly Joy. Welcome in. I guess I can take the banner off now.
60 to 63 is what I've read. Cool. Thanks, Kaylin.
I knew it was 60 something.
Guess we're going to have to hurry up and figure out how to help her. Unless if she is pregnant, who knows? She may. Hopefully, my daughter will have her by then. If not, she may find a place and have them, and we won't know where it's at.
Yeah.
There's something else I'd like to mention tonight, if you wouldn't mind.
No, go ahead.
Okay. I've talked about on my channel, I don't know if I have on here before, but I belong to a page that's a blessings page. It's an organization called American Pain and Disability Association, but anybody can join the blessings page. It's just for people, everybody's down and out and have been because of the pandemic and everything. And we create an Amazon, wish list, and people will just randomly bless people if they want to, or we'll play games and different things. I'm actually an admin on there. But the reason I wanted to talk to you guys is I going to try and start taking donations because one of the things that American Pain and Disability Association does is they're advocates for people with pain. And normally they work with adults, but they have been getting inundated with calls for children. What we are learning and finding out is that these children who have terminal illnesses, they're not getting the pain medications that they need to not be in pain. They're being given what the doctors think they need, but they need advocates in order to get what they really need to help with the pain and be able to enjoy the time that they have left and not just lay around being in pain. So one thing they'd like to be able to do is start taking them things like amigurumi, stuffed animals. They had said they were talking I was talking with the main person who started the organization, and she was like, teddy bears and stuff. And I sat there and I said, wow, I said, I have a YouTube page. Maybe I can, ask a community that loves to give back if they'd like to give. So if anybody would like to, and it doesn't even have to be for kids, but it could be amigurumis, it could be hats, it could be, a blanket, whatever it is. But even if you don't make things for kids and you're like, I love to make shawls, or whatever it is you love to make, we also do baskets that we raffle off.
Mm-hmm.
So they're always looking for things to put in the baskets. So if anybody at all would like to donate and give back, I can give you my address. Crystal can give you my address, because her and I have a thing going that if anybody wants to get our addresses without asking us for them, they can ask the other one.
And I keep forgetting to put that in my videos or anything. I need to just add it to my description box.
We had started. I didn't know if she had actually said or not, but because there are some people out there who like to do happy mail and not let you know they're sending you happy mail. So her and I were talking about it, and we decided, well, we'd start saying, okay. And we were hoping to get a group of people, but most people have PO addresses by now. I can't afford one. So for people who can't, and I'm home all the time. So, and at night, so I'm not going to put my physical address on my channel page. So if anybody would like my address, and there's 2 different addresses I can give you. One that can come to me, and that way I can show what you have donated on my channel. Or for those people who don't like recognition, don't want things shown, I can also show without giving your name, if you want me to show your crochet. But for those who just don't want any of that, I can give you the address to the lady who's in charge of it, and it can be sent straight to her. So, but for anybody who would like to give back, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. But I know there's so many people asking too, that I know a lot of people are already, making things for other people.
Yeah.
But, so I just wanted to ask while I was here.
Well, Lily says, I understand that completely. I also have the same issue for the last 4 years. I cannot imagine being a small child and not having a voice. Sounds horrible.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I have chronic pain, which for those who watch my channel, they know, because I talk about myself and what's going on. But I have chronic pancreatitis, but I'm also HIV positive. So I've been dealing with pain for most of my life, because we didn't find out till I was 45 that I have a birth defect. And that's what's been causing my pain most of my life. And that's when we had found out that I had chronic pancreatitis, and it was caused by my birth defect. So I've been dealing with pain all my life. At first, my mom, she just didn't believe me. She thought I was trying to get out of going to school. And then, and she was blind too. She just didn't want to see it. But then as you get older, people, it's, as they say, it's the invisible disease, because you can't really see somebody being in pain.
Yeah.
And you have to learn how to deal with it and not show to everybody that you're in pain all the time in order to work and get through life. And I can't imagine it either, being a small child who's in intense pain and not getting what they need. And I'm not going to get into the reasons and all of that. And, and everybody just needs different types of medications too. So I'm not talking about certain types that people don't agree with. I'm talking about all types of pain medications. We advocate for whatever somebody needs.
Yeah.
So.
Lisa says, that's why I make things and donate them to my local veterans. We have something about gardening. His name's Abe, and also Sally Horner just joining us. Welcome in.
Welcome.
I can understand where you're coming from about you living with pain all the time. I've had scoliosis and I have a fused spine. I've had 2 surgeries. And I found out not last year, but the year before that. So in 2020, no, it was 2019, I found out I have osteoarthritis in my lower back.
Oh, no.
Well, now I'm starting to think I have arthritis in my hands and in other places, like my knee, in my left knee. So constant pain is something I live with and I know very well.
And also, if anybody would ever want to join the Blessings page or anything to do with the organization, all you have to do is ask, and I can give you whatever information you would need. But again, like I said, the Blessings page is for anybody. I mean, we have teachers on there who make wish lists because they need things, you know, for school, because so many teachers provide supplies. We have one who's a kindergarten teacher. So besides art supplies, she likes to put books and things like that on her list.
Mm-hmm.
So we have different people who are in there, you know, for different reasons.
Well, you know what? When we get off here, I want you to post. I don't know if it'll take it. You know what? Send me the link and I'll post it to the top of the comment section. I'll put the link to the Blessings group or the page or whichever you're talking about. I'll come back and I'll pin it to the top of the chat.
Which I need to make a post
wants to do
that group also that I'm taking donations, because she wanted me to make sure that everybody knew that I was taking donations there too. So
yeah.
But yeah, I can do that.
Because I don't know if you'd be able to post it in the chat right now.
Yeah, I don't think I can. I think we tried that the other night on it when we were on StreamYard and it didn't work.
Yeah, it does sound like a great cause and a great idea, Lulu. All right, so I am an hour and a half in, and if you're still here, I'm going to do a quick little giveaway, and then we'll wrap up. So let me bring up the StreamYard giveaway tool. Not streaming software. There it is. I left out the T as I'm typing it. It was Serene. It was trying to bring up streaming software. I'm like, no, that's not it. All right, so I need to think of a keyword. Oh, she meant to pin the link is a great idea. Well, for those of you that do want to join that group, I will try to pin it after the live is over. So maybe check back in an hour to make sure it's there if you're interested. All right, so come on. All right. Keyword. Something that we hadn't said. I know in the chat has. How about we use Nicholson? Nicholson. Nicholson. For the keyword.
And if anybody would want to email me, like about donating or to get addresses, my email is actually ajspersonaltouch@gmail.com. Real easy. Just take out the apostrophe because you can't have those in the email names. So.
I was going to type it in the chat, and then I was like, not during the the giveaway. But I'll type it in the chat after the thing is over. All right. I have to spell it correct myself, so where was it I was looking at? NICHOLSON. I don't know if it didn't get capitalized, if it would still count it or not, but let me see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, let's check it. Eight. Did I miscount?
Seven.
1,
8.
2, 3.
I only see 8.
6, 7, 8, 9. I thought.
3.
My
4,
mom,
5,
Abe, Dolly,
7,
Lisa,
8.
Anita, Sally, Lulu, Kay, and Passamaquoddy. Oh, yeah. Mom, you need to retype it correctly. You didn't spell it right. NICHOLSON. She had a K. She was spelling it with a K.
Yeah, I see that. And for some reason, maybe that's why I didn't count hers.
Yeah.
Because I totally
Now
didn't
it
see
says
hers.
9. There we go. All right, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Dolly Joy.
Congratulations.
All right, you know what? I just feel like in a giving mood, so I'm going to draw another winner. So Dolly Joy. Congrats. Let's pick a second winner. Well, congrats. And there it goes.
She says, no way. Yes way.
All right. So, yes, Dolly, you won a pattern from me. So how this is going to work, Anita, I know you already have my email. So Dolly, my email is listed in the description box, and also it's scrolling across here on the screen. I don't know if you'll be able to see that or not, but send me an email. I'll send you a link to my Ravelry shop. You pick out a pattern, and then I'll email you the PDF file. So, congratulations, you two. And she says, you are my good luck charm. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. And both of you, congratulations. And I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that took part in the trivia and joined with me and AJ tonight. And
Could you
Let's
put my
see.
email address on there real quick?
No, I didn't. Thank you.
No, I said, could you? Because I went down to try and do it, and it doesn't give me the box to be able to put a comment in.
At Gmail, right?
Yeah.
ajpersonaltouch@gmail.com.
No, it's got the S in it, just not the apostrophe. So it's still AJ's.
Okay.
Thank you.
So this is AJ's email. This is in case you want to do donations or anything like that. So, yeah, and then I'll post my email in case, Dolly, you need it. And this is the one you will email me for my pattern, the pattern you want, to mia1@gmail.com. So thank you, everyone, and congratulations, Anita and Dolly. And I do you have anything else you want to say before we wrap up? I didn't even ask you.
Nope, that was it.
Okay. I want to wish everyone a wonderful weekend. And I should have a box come tomorrow for the yarn swap. She does have something to say. Don't go anywhere anyway.
Sorry. Yeah. Tomorrow is my 1 year YouTube anniversary. It like came up on me like really quickly. And I haven't done subscriber appreciation yet for my hitting 200. And I think I'm at like 250 right now. So I will be having a subscriber appreciation. That I don't call it a giveaway because it's only for my subscribers. So if you want to join in and you're not a subscriber yet, if you subscribe, it won't be listed on the thing, but I will write something on it so you can tell that there's something important in there. It might actually say important, or, you know, I don't know yet, but I will make sure maybe, or, you know, it'll say something so you know that you should watch it. But I don't want to use the word giveaway because there's too many people who look up the word giveaway.
Yeah.
And I don't want anybody besides somebody who's subscribed to me to win, because I have great subscribers and that's who I want to send my appreciations to. So yeah, so that's coming up. So hopefully within this next week. I was too sick. I wanted to get it done like a week ago. And then when I realized my anniversary was tomorrow, I was like, oh, I need to do it around then. So, and I'm learning how to make stitch markers. So I'm actually going to be probably have some of those in there too. Aww. I have 3 prizes here waiting to go out because I need to make stitch markers to go in them. So thank you, Melanie. And that was it. I was like, I keep forgetting about my, I should write raffle. Thank you. That's a good idea. I keep forgetting.
No, because a raffle is slightly different. A raffle is where you pay.
It is different
to get entered. YouTube's policy is it has to be free to enter. A raffle is not free.
I was going to say, I thought there was a reason you can't use the word raffle now that I think about it. So yeah.
It's actually against their policy to hold raffles because to pay for an entry, that's not free. And it states in their guideline rules that it has to be free to enter. So
I think I put something amazing or something like that on my last one.
Okay.
So
y'all be on the lookout for that. All right. So with that being said, congratulations, AJ, on your milestone and podiversary. I'm so happy for you. And Anita says, I agree. When I start my videos, I'm going to do my giveaways a lot different. Well, let me know when you do start your channel, Anita. I'll try to help you as much as I can.
I will too, and I plan on being there. So.
All right, everyone. I hope y'all have a great weekend and a great rest of the night. Thank you again for joining me and AJ. I hope y'all have a good night. Take care. Bye.
Bye.